You did everything right. You hit the number. You got the job, the house, the followers, the respect. And somehow, at 2 in the morning, staring at a ceiling you paid a mortgage for, you feel absolutely nothing. Not sadness exactly, just empty. If that sounds familiar, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why this happens, and more importantly, what actually fixes it. Not hustle culture nonsense, the real thing. Let's start with something that sounds insane, but is completely true. Success does not cure emptiness. In some cases, it makes it worse. There's a reason so many people who look like they have it all end up saying the same sentence in interviews, in therapy rooms, in late-night voice memos to no one. I thought I'd feel different. That sentence is the whole video right there. So let's break down why. The first reason is something psychologists call the hedonic treadmill. Basically, your brain adapts to good things terrifyingly fast. You get the promotion, you feel amazing for about 2 weeks, and then your brain quietly resets your baseline. The new salary becomes the new normal. The nice apartment becomes just an apartment. Your brain doesn't let you sit in satisfaction for long, because from an evolutionary standpoint, satisfaction is dangerous. Satisfied ancestors stopped hunting. Satisfied ancestors got eaten. So your brain is wired to always want the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. Which means if your entire plan for happiness was, get successful, then relax. You built your whole life on a treadmill that literally cannot be won. You can only get off it. Second reason, and this one's heavier. A lot of successful people don't actually know who they are outside of their achievements. Somewhere along the way, usually early, the question, what do I do, quietly replaced the question, who am I? And when your identity and your output become the same thing, every project, every launch, every milestone stops being something you do and becomes something you are. Which sounds fine when things are going well, but it means the second you're not producing, not achieving, not moving forward, you don't just feel unproductive. You feel like you don't exist. That's not laziness. That's identity fusion. And it is one of the most common things therapists see in high achievers. They didn't build a life. They built a performance. And performances need an audience. They need applause. They need constant proof that they're still worth watching. Third reason, comparison doesn't stop when you win. This is the part nobody warns you about. You'd think once you reach a certain level, you'd finally relax and look around at how far you've come. Instead, something worse happens. Your comparison group upgrades. When you had nothing, you compared yourself to people with a little more than you. Now that you have a lot, you're comparing yourself to people with even more. There's always a bigger house, a bigger following, a younger person doing it faster. Success doesn't end the comparison game. It just moves you to a harder level with better graphics and worse odds. Fourth reason, and honestly, this might be the biggest one, isolation. The higher people climb, the smaller their circle usually gets. Partly because there's less time. Partly because people around them start treating them differently. More careful, more calculated, less honest. And partly because success creates a strange kind of loneliness where you can't easily admit you're struggling, because from the outside, you have no right to be struggling. You have the life everyone wants. So the emptiness gets swallowed, hidden behind achievements, hidden behind a good smile and photos, hidden behind, I'm fine, just busy. And unspoken pain doesn't disappear. It just goes quiet and waits. Now here's where it gets interesting, because I want you to notice something about all 4 of these reasons. Not one of them is solved by getting more successful. You can't outrun the treadmill by running faster. You can't fix identity fusion by achieving more. That just glues the identity tighter. You can't win the comparison game by climbing higher. The goalposts move with you. And you can't fix isolation with a bigger house. In fact, more success usually makes every single one of these worse, which is exactly why so many people at the top feel exactly like this. It's not because something's wrong with them, it's because they were chasing a solution that was never designed to fix the actual problem. So what actually works? Let's talk about that, because this is the part that matters. The first shift is separating your identity from your output. This sounds simple, and it is genuinely hard, but here's a practical way to start. Ask yourself, if I lost this achievement tomorrow, my job, my channel, my business, would I still know who I am? If the honest answer is no, that's not a character flaw, that's just information. It tells you exactly where the identity fusion is happening, and it gives you a starting point to rebuild a sense of self that isn't hostage to your results. The second shift is redefining what winning even means. Most people never actually choose their definition of success. They inherit it from parents, from social media, from whatever felt impressive at 22. And they spend decades chasing a finish line someone else drew for them. The people who actually feel fulfilled after success are the ones who stop and rewrite that definition on their own terms, based on what actually matters to them, not what looks good from the outside. The third shift is rebuilding real connection on purpose, not networking, not followers. Actual people who knew you before any of this, who you can be fully honest with, who aren't impressed by your highlight reel because they've seen the real version of you too. This has to be intentional. It will not happen by accident once you're busy and successful. You have to protect time for it, like it's the most important meeting on your calendar, because honestly, it is. And the fourth shift, maybe the most underrated one, is learning to sit still without producing anything and not panicking. Just existing. Not optimizing, not scaling, not chasing the next milestone. Because if you can't tolerate stillness, you will always need the next achievement just to feel okay. And that's not ambition, that's avoidance wearing a nice outfit. Here's the truth this whole video is building toward. Emptiness after success isn't proof that you're broken. It's proof that you were solving the wrong problem the whole time. You were treating an internal issue, who am I, what actually matters to me, with an external solution, more money, more status, more proof. And external solutions can't fix internal problems, no matter how big they get. That's the whole trap, right there. If you actually watched this whole thing and felt even one part of it hit close to home, do me a favor and drop a comment telling me which reason felt the most true for you. The treadmill, the identity thing, the comparison trap, or the isolation. I actually read these, and honestly, this stuff hits different when real people share their version of it. If this video gave you something to think about, hit like so it reaches more people who need to hear it, and subscribe, because this channel is built entirely around understanding why we feel the way we feel, so we can actually do something about it, instead of just pushing harder and hoping it magically fixes itself. See you in the next one.